Why, it's as much as I can do to see real people by this light."
All this was lost on Alice, who was still looking intently along the road, shading her eyes with one hand. "I see somebody now," she exclaimed at last, "but he's coming very slowly. And what curious attitudes he goes into." For the messenger kept skipping up and down, and wriggling like an eel as he came along, with his great hands spread out like fans on each side.
"Not at all," said the king. "He's an Anglo-Saxon messenger, and those are Anglo-Saxon attitudes. He only does them when he's happy. His name is Heya."
"I love my love with an H," Alice couldn't help beginning, "because he is happy. I hate him with an H because he is hideous. I fed him with ham sandwiches and hay. His name is Heya, and he lives—"
"He lives on the hill,"
the king remarked simply, without the least idea that he was joining in the game, while Alice was still hesitating for the name of a town beginning with H.
"The other messenger's called Hatter. I must have two, you know, to come and go. One to come and one to go."
"I beg your pardon," said Alice.
"It isn't respectable to beg," said the king.
"I only meant that I didn't understand," said Alice. "Why one to come and one to go?"
"Don't I tell you?" the king repeated impatiently. "I must have two to fetch and carry, one to fetch and one to carry."
At this moment the messenger arrived. He was far too much out of breath to say a word, and could only wave his hands about and make the most fearful faces at the poor king.
"This young lady loves you with an H,"
the king said, introducing Alice in the hope of turning off the messenger's attention from himself.